Good morning, everyone. Um, I wanted to start off today by saying thank you. I figured out how to see that people are watching this, and I think that that's fascinating. I didn't think that there would be people that were really all that interested in watching it. I just thought it would be people that uh, are really close to my intimate circle and my nieces, and it's cool because I get to see that I impact others. And maybe you'll get to see that you'll impact others too, and that's something I needed to know is I impact others. Everything I do impacts others, everything that I think impacts myself, which actually brings me to what I want to talk about today. So, we've got this really awesome and amazing tool that most of us never even tap into. We don't intentionally tap into this. And that is our subconscious mind or our unconscious mind, or, that part that's underneath the surface. If you can imagine, this right here is an iceberg. And everything under my hand right here is my unconscious or my subconscious. That's the part I can't see. But that's 90% of my face because, my head's not that big. So that's 90% of my face. That's 90% of my being. And I don't even pay attention to what's going on in there. But this is the piece that, in all the sacred texts, it says, hey, you got to be careful about what you put in your mind and what you pull out of your mind, and you got to be careful about your garden. If you take care of your garden, then you'll have great things coming out of it. And nobody really says that's how you deal with it. What do you do about that? How do you till that? And the truth is that people have been telling us how to handle this. They've just been telling it to us in ways that we may or may not understand, or may or may not get into our literature at school, or the literature of the things that we read, or even on the TV show. But yet, marketers and musicians and artists and writers, they use it all the time. And motivational speakers and preachers and inspirational speakers, they all use it. And here's the thing, I don't know what else to call a motivational speaker, because I guess I'm one of them. And that doesn't resonate with me. But what does resonate with me is someone who's really all about getting peak performance out of someone and helping them to become successful. So those types of speakers, they've been telling us it for decades. And before that, people were telling us, So I want to share with you a quote, and it's this: our subconscious is an instrument that we possess at birth and with which we unconsciously all our life as a baby plays with its rattle. So we play with this thing all the time. It is, however, a dangerous instrument. It can wound or even kill you if you handle it imprudently and unconsciously. That 90%. It can, on the contrary, save your life when you know how to employ it consciously. So here's how to employ it consciously. This guy, Emile Coué, who made this quote, was a French psychologist and a pharmacist. And he was most successful in the 1910s, the 1915s. And what he did, what made him so different, is that he came up with this way of tilling our garden, of planting seeds. And it's something so simple. It's this: every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Repeat that 20 times a day. No matter what's going on in your life, every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. And it was so important during the 1910s that French phrase came over here to America, in America's papers, and it was written like this: day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Do you recognize that? I bet you do. And the reason that you recognize that is because Napoleon Hill wrote it in his Think and Grow Rich book. He even wrote the name Emile Coué, so you could go back and look at the research yourself. Jim Rohn uses it. Tony Robbins uses it. All of these success teachers, all of these peak performance experts, they use it. Dale Carnegie used it. And the thing is like anything that's going on in your life, you can apply this. Because our thoughts are things. They manifest not just outside and not just inside as like the voices that we hear, but they manifest as the things that's happening in our body. Like our emotions, they gotta go someplace. And if we're not letting them out, then they gotta force their way out of our body. And I'm not saying that everything that happens in your body is a result of what you're thinking. And if you want better results across the whole world, your world, not the whole, your world, then you start to change your thoughts and you be more conscious about what you put into it. So I can tell you, I've been using this every day in every way. I'm getting better and better. And I've been getting better and better. And it's helped me to determine when things are popping into my head that they're just popping into my head, And it gives me the opportunity to clean them out. Like this morning, I woke up, first thing in my head was, I have cancer. Okay, great. I've also got short hair. And, it was sweaty this morning, but those weren't the things that I was thinking about. Like the first thing I woke up with this morning was negative. So by sitting there, saying, okay, well, where's that coming from? What's that about? And what does that mean? I get to deconstruct it and take it out of the box instead of it being like the thing that runs my life, and then get right back to it every day in every way. I'm getting better and better. I'm the guardian of what goes into my mind. I'm the guardian of what comes out of my mind. And sometimes the first thought that comes out of my mind is not the best thought. And I still get to look at it, I get to unpack it, decide whether I'm going to keep it, whether I'm going to keep the energy behind it, or if I'm going to come up with something different, And I do that by becoming a really good gardener. So, tip for the day is if you want your mental life to start improving, which will result in your external physical life starting to improve, consider every day for the next 30 days, saying 20 times a day, every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. And then let me know how it goes, because I want to know, So 30 days, 20 times a day, every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. And then tell me how it goes, because I want to know. So have a great day. Enjoy your whatever life brings your way, and it's all good. It's all God, or it's not over.